It's Week 18 of the NFL, and we'll see Kirk Cousins, after his last game, now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Commanders and the Cowboys on EA Sports.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. And no run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Time for Dak Prescott of the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former fourth-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. This Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Here's Jones again on second down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. Leaves him at third and long. Bad news, they didn't get him on second down. The good news is they still only need about 3 or 4 inches going forward.
And the good play callers have looked at both situations. They thought to themselves, okay, this call, I pick up the first down, already ready with that call. If I don't, this is what I'm going to come back with in order to pick it up.
Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough. These two teams met in our nation's capital earlier this season with the Commanders picking up the win at FedEx Field. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep. Prescott on first down. He's going to look deep for more. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. That's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football with a win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On third down, it's Prescott. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. Now on is the punter long here as he sends this one away. Now Austin. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They're led out by Kirk Cousins, former Michigan State product, who's now in his 11th NFL season.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop. On second down, it's Walker. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 13 yards there on a Washington first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Walker now on 1st and 10. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
22 yards there, a 1st down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. George Kittle, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. 2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. They've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result. When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll throw again. Prescott. Open man here is Conklin. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
1st down, Prescott. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. Prescott. that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
I think I had heard that one before we got into it. He was rolling up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there with that license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Prescott. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
He'll find Jones again, complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. To the air again, Prescott. Dancing to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Dak's going to keep it, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. A 10-play drive that time. And it was all capped off by Dak Prescott, keeping it and taking it in on the touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Tavon Austin now from the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Trotting. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Washington.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. You're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7. So a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll go again to Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out, but I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now he's forced out left. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Walker once more, and this time he's in for a Washington touchdown. So another rushing touchdown for him this year. Boy, he's found the end zone quite a bit so far. Charles, that now an even 20 scores on the season.
And you know how often we use the term, probably I overuse the term imposing their will? Well, these defenses have become really powerless to stop him. That's what we've seen from him and his team this year. You know he's getting the ball down here in the red zone, but he's just got that strength of will himself, and he's used it to great effect.
Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look at a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That's something that play call is not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Prescott. Well, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Brandon Graham. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it.
The goal is to get back into this game. The offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case for one team needs big splash plays right now. But unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting it.
They'll need a big play here with Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott now. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. To throw is Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Touchdown, Cowboys. Elijah Moore, 51 yards. And the Cowboys have got it back to within a score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. Straight ahead, Walker to the 43, 2nd down. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. On 2nd and 7, Cousins. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Oh, nice move. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw there complete to Allen. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Here's Prescott. Going back to Allen, he's got him again. Now another timeout called for by the offense. As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Brandon Graham, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I could dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott, and he will find his big tight end over the middle. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tyler Conklin, as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Santos with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Cousins. They're looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all
only 30 minutes left in the regular season, and everybody's excited for the playoffs, so we're just going to forget the halftime show and get back to the football. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Now Cousins. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Tyus Bowser blowing that play up.
And if we go back to the last series, remember, their coverage allowed them to get a turnover in the last drive, a takeaway, and that helped contribute to a sack on this one. I think maybe this quarterback's a little bit hesitant. Last time he turned it over, now he sees his zone coverage a little bit slow to get rid of the football.
Now, meanwhile, there's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And It's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or two shy of midfield. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Prescott looks to throw on first. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, this is the 3rd quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ballgame. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And I think really good defenders can snip out those screen passes. Just something that they can feel, something that they can sense about how the quarterback drops back or how the lineman is just a little slow to block the oncoming rushers. He read it perfectly, got in there, and made the play.
Throwing, Prescott. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Not a blitz, but the guy who's normally the last line of defense recognized that he had a chance to get to the quarterback, and that's exactly what he did.
So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 53. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd down, Cousins.
That one into the hands of Beckham downfield.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 36 yards on the play.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
To the right side, this is Walker. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
Cousins. He's got it to Collins, complete.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there of 22.
Walker will score. Touchdown, Commanders. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the second time of the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it was Ken Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fields this way up at the 17. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this.
And the ball is knocked out.
And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he is going to bring this one back to the house. It's a Commanders touchdown on the scoop and score.
This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do. Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they do.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Boy, Week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside.
They go back to the ground with Jones, and he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's Prescott. Quick slant, caught by Moore.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
first down throw for Prescott. Open man here is Conklin. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. Now Prescott. Just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go. Incomplete.
We've seen this throw a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Prescott. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And that one really pushes him back. A loss of 9. And that one's 3rd and goal after the sack.
You can just see it in their body language. You're starting to see victory on the horizon now. And if it comes to fruition, they got to get a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line is taking charge and control of this game. There's a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that one was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They'll have the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21.
58 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. Walker with another carry.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. They'll toss this out right to Walker.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth quarter stop? And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Ball start.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still second down.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
That's on the ball. It's been moved beyond the first down marker to his receiver. But they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
The Cowboys on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Fourth down, Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tackle made by Tyus Bowser.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Here's Beckham now. It's a jet sweep. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Up the middle, here's Walker. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Cousins here to throw. This one caught by Kittle. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now Cousins. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Cousins just going to take this one down to a knee and end it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So it's Washington getting the victory.